I'm going to click on that one. Now, if I can tell just by reading this that this is definitely an article that I want, I can go ahead and click PDF full text and download it. If I'm not sure, I can click on the name of the article, and it's going to bring up more. It's going to bring up the abstract, and I can read this one paragraph summary of the whole thing. And when I read that, I can decide whether it's useful or not. Because sometimes it looks like it's going to be useful, and when you see the abstract, you're like, well, that's going to be a waste of my time. It's not really zeroing in on my topic well enough. Or the other way around, this looks like a really great article, So, but when you do that, then you can also, from this page, do PDF full text. And what we want is PDF full text. We don't want other kinds. We don't want HTML full text. If you have a choice between HTML or PDF, use the PDF, and there's several reasons for that. One is the PDF is like a photograph of the page, so you know that it's exactly like it was in the original written form. Number two, sometimes in the HTML, you don't get it doesn't copy all the parts of it when you try to transfer it. So you could read it and see them all, but it doesn't. You have to click on different parts to open up other parts, and then like say a chart or table, and it might not bring that table down if you're just downloading it to look at later. So click on full PDF full text, and it brings the article up, and it looks very much like it does in the printed form, right? So that way you have page numbers. So if you've made a direct quote from this page, when you're citing it in your paper, you can cite page 309. Okay. So you know what it is. Okay. So what we want to do, click on the little icon that looks like a 3.5-inch floppy disk. Right. We're going to click on the disk icon to save. And it's going to bring up a place on our computer, and I would create a special folder for it. I'd create a special folder for your one on your computer, and then save it to that. And notice that down here, I don't know if you can see it well, tiny print, it says retrieve.pdf. You need to change that name, because if you don't, and then you upload another article afterward, the second article will also be called retrieve.pdf, and it will erase the first one you did in favor of the second one. And when you do a third one, it'll erase the second one in favor of the third one, and you'll wind up with one article, even though you maybe did that 10 times and you found 10 great articles, and now you're stuck, right? So what I do is I look at the name and the author and the title. So the author's last name is Rajan. The date that it was published is what was the date of it? I should have looked more carefully at that. The date was 2021. So Rajan 2021. So I'm gonna name it that. The author's last name, Rajan -2021 and then something about the title that reminds me which one this is out of all the articles that I'm going to have, right? Now, that when I see that in my folder, that's enough for me to know which one it is, and it's going to automatically be alphabetized in the folder by author's last name, which is exactly the way you're going to put it in your bibliography when you do your paper. So now what I do is I'm going to go ahead and just save, and that it'll save that PDF to my folder in my computer.